It's election morning. Yep, I'm still wired. So we had a marathon last night, right? It was a complete marathon. We went through all of the election results and what was going on, and this was, just very interesting. Like this is like the Super Bowl type stuff for us, right? So we really enjoy this night. So for the most of the night, you can watch the stream. It's long, so if you watch it, we'll get you some prize or something. But for the most part, we kind of knew what wasn't going to be there and what was going to be there, right? We knew at the end we wouldn't really know who was going to be elected, and we also knew Trump was going to come out and say he won, which he did. Then we also knew uh, once Biden said he was going to talk that he was just going to say let's wait for the process to finish, right? So we knew these things. The fascinating thing is, I watched, so even Ben Shapiro said that what Trump did tonight was wrong. He did not win tonight. He didn't lose either, but he didn't win, or last night, I should say. Uh, but he shouldn't have called it, basically, because that still got to count votes, right? So anyway, wanted to run down the last few scenarios. Not going to keep this long because I'm sure you had your fair share of the election already. But for us nerds in this space, this would be just something interesting to talk to and think through. So what we have here is the current count. This is by CNN. I'm going to also show the New York Times as well. But by the current count, they haven't called Alaska. They haven't called Arizona, Nevada, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Georgia, North Carolina, or Maine. Okay. We're going to go through the scenarios here in a moment. But Biden is leading. Let's see, the AP and Fox News, they have called Arizona for Biden, right? We can just chalk up Alaska to Trump. And Biden ended up picking up Hawaii. Nevada at about 5 a.m. got really close. It was maybe a little bit closer to 5:30, but it got really close. And so Trump at one point was only down by like zero point 0.3. It was 49.3 to 49. And I was just like, oh, snap. Couldn't believe it. Uh, then Wisconsin, it tightened up, but it flipped first. And so Trump was leading in Wisconsin. Now Biden's leading by a little bit over zero point 0.6, or I guess zero point 0.6, not over, but right at zero point 0.6. And that's 97% reporting now. All of those votes are in except mail in ballots, which is key. Same thing with Nevada. Michigan now, Biden is down by zero point 0.5. Same concept, mail in ballots are remaining, which we'll talk about momentarily. And then Pennsylvania, still only 75% reporting. They actually have until Friday at 5 p.m. to get all their votes in or get all their votes counted. So those we'll find out well, throughout the week, probably. I don't know if they're going to wait till 5 o'clock and do a big, reveal, like a gender reveal party. What? I don't know. But anyway, I'm wired. I hadn't been asleep, so excuse me. Uh, Jokes aren't great when I'm tired. Um, Tired and wired. So Pennsylvania, um, 20 electoral votes. Trump is currently leading. There's all these scenarios that we can run through, and we're going to look at a few in a moment. But North Carolina, we still have a few more. Biden's only down by 1.5. And then Georgia, we still have 8% more to report. Biden's down by just about 2.2% right there. All right, so that's CNN. The New York Times here has Biden 227, Trump 213. Pretty much the same here in terms of what they have. They've called Maine for Biden in this case as well. But let's look at the scenarios. This is a very likely scenario of what's been going on. Even if we give Trump, let's go back here to red. If we give Trump Alaska, he gets to 266. If Trump picks up Georgia, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania, then that's where he's going to stop, is at 266. Biden has to pick up Wisconsin, Michigan, and Nevada. Like I said, they have already called Arizona for Biden, and across two. CNN hasn't yet, but and New York Times hasn't. But the AP and Fox already called Arizona. So if let's just say Arizona is a foregone conclusion, if Nevada is picked up by Biden, then he needs to pick up Wisconsin and Michigan, which right now it looks like it is. So the mail in ballots are the part that's remaining, and 78% of those so far have gone Democrat. I believe that is in Michigan that they have. So if that's the case, or maybe it was Pennsylvania, one of the states, if that's the case, and Biden is leading right now in one of these, it's highly likely that Biden will end up winning that state, right? But let's play a little devil's advocate here. So let's say he actually doesn't win Nevada. Let's say Trump wins Nevada. With this same layout, Biden loses. All right. Let's say also if Biden wins Nevada, but if he loses either one of these, Wisconsin or Michigan, then it's a wrap. Trump wins. All right. So if we go ahead and tighten it up like this, and right now Georgia is still very much so in play. If Biden wins either Georgia or he wins North Carolina, you absolutely could see uh, Biden run away with this thing. But we'll see. We're not too keen or sure on that specifically at this point, but we'll see. And of course, let's play the scenario of Trump picks up Nevada but loses Pennsylvania because Pennsylvania has 1.4 million votes remaining. Trump is only up by 700,000. 78% of those, as I mentioned, they have been going for Biden. So 78% of 1.4 is a little over 1 million. And so if you give the other 400,000 or three to 400,000 to Trump, Biden still pulls out Pennsylvania by a very, very slim margin. So let's say Biden wins Pennsylvania, and then let's say Trump picks up and does, because Wisconsin is still close. Let's say he picks up Wisconsin, and if he picks up Michigan, now he gets the win. But this is the fun scenario I wanted to look at, um, where Biden actually uh, picks up the Michigan, or excuse me, Wisconsin. Trump gets Michigan, and then we still don't know, let's say, about like this main vote up here. And let's say it goes in a way that we're not sure and they split in some sort of fashion. Um, if they split in this sort of way, and we end up getting to the point where we don't have 270 from either one of these, it is called a contingent election. And I'm cracking up at this because a contingent election means Congress picks the president and the vice president. The House picks the president, the Senate picks the vice president. Mess around. Now, I don't know this very like detailed description of this, but we could mess around and end up getting a Biden Pence presidency. Could you imagine that? Okay, I obviously need to get some sleep. Uh, but I saw that scenario and I was like, man, wait a minute, something is off here. Um, but like I say, it's one of those things that as the numbers continue to come in, we'll see. But right now, it is looking very much so in the ballpark of Biden actually pulling out this sort of map. So it's very likely he'll get Nevada and then Wisconsin and Michigan. If he pulls Pennsylvania, which we don't know, we need a little bit more. I think 9 a.m. Eastern time. We'll hear more about that here shortly. So, in about an hour or so, we'll get more details flowing in about Pennsylvania. If Maine is also going towards Biden, we could end up with a map that looks like this. North Carolina looks like it's going to end up being for Trump. Not sure just yet, but it looks like it may be. Georgia's still up in the air, but we could mess around and end up with one of these scenarios as they get into the mail-in ballots. It's no clue though. All of this changed about 3 hours ago. 3 hours ago, it all just completely shifted with Wisconsin and Michigan counting their votes. So it's going to be interesting. But like we said last night, don't stress, chill out, relax. Regardless of who wins, we still need to fight. With the congressional seats because those are the ones that are actually making the laws. Whoever wins the presidency is largely just a figurehead, but it's fun. I enjoy this part of the election cycle, but we won't know for sure on these. The remaining calendar pieces, calendar dates, Friday, as I mentioned, for Pennsylvania, and then New Hampshire is going to be, which they've already called for Biden, but in the event that there's, a potential close race here, uh, that's next Thursday. So this could stretch out all the way till next Thursday in terms of actually knowing who won and the entire vote total. So strap in, get ready, because it ain't over yet. It ain't over. I'm going to get some sleep sometime today. Y'all pray for me.